Hey guys, so today I'm trying to paint this new tree I have in my lawn. Well, it's not very new, but I'm trying to paint a tree for the first time. So I've gotten these fancy brushes like filbert, angled, liner, fan, and yeah, this is nothing. I just got inspired. So I've already blocked out the colors, the darkest greens, the lightest yellows, the blacks. So I'm just taking my fan brush and I'm dipping in this green. Then what I do, I take the end of the fan brush and I just keep on splotching like this to mark the areas in between the yellow and the darkest blacks. Yellow is for the light and black is for the shadow. When I feel like it's not holding much paint, I dip my fan brush again, make sure it's nice and flat. Otherwise, you'll get like a thick splotch. Kind of just thrashing it against the paper to get kind of a tree texture. Now I have wiped that color off. Now I take black. Yes, it's looking a bit wonky. I'll just try to even it out. Dip it in black. Oh, that's a lot of black. Just place it here. And only pick up a small portion of the paint because you don't want the entire thing to be black, right? So I just look at where my reference photo is. This is from my lawn, and yeah, I try to mark just those areas to create the illusion of shadows in the leaves, foliage. Here. And whenever I feel like paint is running out on one corner of the fan brush, I just flip it like this and I use to create splotches. It's better if you hold this paper down or your canvas. Just create some splotches to give it that realistic tree-like features. Not very good at this, but again, it's the first time I'm trying and just wanted to share my experience. Splotch. Okay. Is it looking like the reference photo? A bit. It's okay not to worry about it looking like the tree for the first time. That's what I tell myself, lies. Deep down, I want it to look like the very tree I own. And more black. Just creating the shadow. Just to make one portion really dark and then spread it out like little dots outside, not many. So it will look more like a tree and less like a blob of paint. You can block this area out again and paint. Keep dipping. These are the darkest shadowy places. The fan brush is kind of giving out. Just gentle light strokes. Here, I'll zoom in for you. It's creating something. I feel like if you're really good at color theory, you'll get this down in no time. But here we are. Some areas, let's make them like really dark to show that there is no light there. Are these plants evergreen? Not sure. It kind of looks also like a cypress. I was kind of unsure of what I'm even painting. So yeah, it could be either a Orientalis arbor-vitae or it could be a cypress. splotches everywhere. Few dots, let's put them also on the ends because leaves, they'll also have some dark points, making it look more like a tree. Change the angle of the brush. Few splotches here and there. The paper keeps moving. Make sure you really mount it down. It's going to be a long video if I actually show you all the process, so I'm just showing you the good bits, hopefully. Keep dipping. Just keep splotching in a way that doesn't ruin it. Light splotches always. If you overdo it, the entire place would look like it has shadows, which we do not want in our tree. Like just light splotches everywhere, wherever you see in the reference. Our kind of aim is to make it look like a photo, but okay. We'll take what we get, guys. Let's not get too cocky. Just kind of creating the foliage here. See, it's kind of starting to look like a tree. The cypress. It's not great, but it's honest work. If you got the meme, we can be friends. I'm kidding. Almost everyone knows that meme reference nowadays. We are running low on paint. Let's get just one drop and mix it in the entire black palette to wet it and keep creating the splotches we so need. Remove. If you feel like it's kind of getting thick, the brush, you can also wipe it down a notch in your cloth or whatever you use to wipe your excess paint. It could also be your own apron. That's kind of the look artists go for, no? Whatever they're wearing, they'll just wipe paint in it. I'm not a fan of doing that, but you do you. Here I have put indeed a lot of splotches. Are they called splotches? I don't know. Let me know if you're an artist and what do you call it? Does it look like a tree? I really hope so. It's kind of similar to the process of creating human hair. I mean, for trees, leaves are their hair, no? Splotch everywhere. Okay, I think we are done creating our shadow regions. Bit. Yeah, we are close enough. Not too close, but yeah. Make sure this area is kind of blending in. The black should not just change into the green or the yellow, because what even is that? Should be like a smooth transition into the other parts of the leaves. That's how light works, guys. So we'll put more black and even out those places, because this is really crucial for our tree to look like a tree. There we go. Kind of evening it out, if you say so. All we are using is just this fan brush right now. Because if we move on to like bigger canvases and various kinds of trees, we might need the filbert brushes. I'll show you later. For now, you just continue down this path of, yeah, splotches. Putting them down, blocking your shadow areas. Leaving a nice little foliage for the leaves. Go crazy, go wild. Nothing's wrong in the world of art, I guess. If someone can take a live banana and stick it with a tape to a wall and call it art and sell it for $6 million, then what you are creating with such huge effort is can also be called art, is art. That's how I want to feel. It's about how someone values your work, right? So, yeah, I think I'll value this tree very much because I'm emotionally attached to it because I own this tree. If I did not, well, I'll be just painting someone else's picture, someone else's life. See, it's starting to look fuller, more like a picture would. In a picture, they'll not have like any white spots. So some people also try to do a underpainting before they do anything. So they'll just kind of take a very fat brush and go over with a contrasting color so that it makes their tree pop more, if you know what I mean. You can look up underpainting, something it's very popular for people who do alla prima oil paintings. I have been meaning to try oil painting since a long time, but people keep saying it's really toxic and you have to do it in an open space, and I'm kind of paranoid, so I've not really gotten around. This time I've got some linseed oil for artists, so I'll give it a shot. There we go. I think we have done enough ruins to the plant with the blacks. We should just give it a rest. Let's wash our brush up really fast and wipe it down here. And let's do some yellow highlights. I know we have done those before, but we have also put a lot of blacks down. No offense. Let's put some yellow. Make sure the paint layer you have in your brush is really, really thin. You can always get more paint, but if you're like taking up a lot of paint, it will just drop and ruin the painting. We do not want that at any stage. Wipe, wipe, wipe. Really. Okay. Let's see what's the outermost layer of the leaves. You know what? I'll just put this down. Yeah, I know. The black paint. So that it kind of holds my paper down while I do the splotches. Let's see where the green is. That's where it should blend, right? And slowly, very gently, lightly tap the paper. Don't go around the spaces which are too black, of course. Then it might look weird, like how did it transition directly? So we'll not go around the black. See, it looks weird. Just showed you. We just tap around the edges, turning them to more yellow. Kind of, you can also cover up the mistake black splotches in this manner. Okay, it's becoming too yellow. Let's thin it down. Yes. Always use the angle really, really lightly. Trying to kind of create the illusion of leaves, light, and basically all of nature. Yes, I think it's kind of coming to life for us. See, these are like the foliage. Always you can take a step back and look how it's looking. Did it get ruined? Is it fine? Also, I think we kind of have a halo of yellow going around. Let's fix that later with some green. Let's block out the yellows first. Remember, don't put it directly on the black like I'm doing. Just pick up some more yellows and splotch it around on the places you think. In your photo, like here we have some yellow, here. Those places we'll just put some. Just try to copy nature at this point. You'll learn it somewhere. I'm pretty sure all the best artists in the world did not just come up with their own way of making a tree. They just tried to imitate how a tree already looks. Am I right? So we are kind of trying the same thing. And if you have put yellow on this side, you'll not have yellow on that side because light and shadows. Sun is only on this side, not on that. In my example, in yours, it might be flipped. But that's kind of the notion. Change the angle if you are running out of paint. Always check the reference. Where is your light coming from? If it's coming from here, you can just, if it's a long stretch of yellow, you can just smash it this way instead of just putting one corner. So you can just thrash it like this, make it more realistic. Pick up more paint, maybe add a water drop or two. Yeah, there we go. Smooth and thin it out and splotch again. Okay, so this side is kind of dark as you see in the photo. This side needs more light, so we do this because it's only natural. Even the word natural comes from nature. It's all in there. So if you're watching this and you're a painter, what things do you like to paint? You can let me know in the comments. Is it wildlife? Is it living things, non-living, still life, or you're just watching paint dry? Because I was one of those people who would watch paint dry and then I got kind of interested. See what they are making, I want to make it too. So yeah, anything helps. You get creative, trying to just replicate what you see in your life. We are kind of running thin on paint. I am bound to dip it one last time. I know we'll not need all this paint. Hopefully you can reuse whatever is left. If not, just let it go. We go again. Look at the reference. What's missing? This portion. Yes, we need some light over here. Yes. Starting to look more like a tree. It's not perfect because it's my first time. I think I've said it 4 times by now. But here we are. Just do it. Don't let imposter syndrome take you up. All the greatest artists probably made really, really shitty drawings when they were starting out. But they just kept believing in themselves and painted away. Most of us, I know it was me, few years ago, won't even pick up a brush because it looked too hard. Like, how could I ever make that, But hey, it's something. I can make something. That is enough. Dip more paint. I have watched kind of 3 or 4 of Bob Ross's tutorials. I know the guy's not with us anymore, but yeah, it was fun. If someone would, do a live painting at a wedding, he would be the life of the party. Because he doesn't just, paint, he keeps talking. He enjoys his process, which is really important. You gotta do that too. So we keep adding these splotches. I know I'm not talking much about the painting at this point. Yeah. You can do more if you like, but I think I am done. Yeah. Do I add leaves or two? Like, this is right now a tree without any branch. That's weird, no? I think I should add more green. Yes, I had some green. Wait a sec. Yeah. I had some green here. I can just reactivate it with some water because this is acrylic. I am not using oil paints right now because I'm kind of scared it will take months to dry. I know that's an exaggeration, but yeah, picked up some green. Now we'll look for the places between the yellow and the black. So this will kind of serve as a mediator color. I know. So we have to go very light, very careful with this one. If you overdo it, it will look weird. I think it's good enough for me at this point. I might ruin it. So I'm done. So that's how the branch will look. I am here to see what it looks like so that we can add it to our painting instead of leaving it hanging in the air. So it's kind of reddish brown. Let's incorporate it into our painting. So I figured I'll just use this brush, and I have here with me Van Dyke brown, and since I don't have red, I'll just use orange and get some colors in between. Let's dip our brushes into it. Bit of space left here. Just a tiny branch we can make. Not much. This is how it kind of looked to me. So yeah, just angle it. Let's get some orange in there. Just a teeny tiny bit. Oops, I got a lot. Just wipe it here in this black and mix some with the brown I have from before. Give some light to it in a sense, more orange. Yeah, that's kind of looking like the sun is peeking in and just giving some light. Oh, I'm so used to doing the splotches. I started doing that again. Just cover it up. Okay, does this look reasonable? Well, it's not meeting the edges. I'll just do this. And you can always put the splotches back of the leaves. But I think I'm happy with this. Make it kind of thick and boom, we are done. So, did you like it? Let me know if you do follow this tutorial. Bye.